Okay, sorry. I think we'll just do a part 1 and part 2 because instead of hitting pause, I hit stop recording earlier. So this will just be the part 2 and it'll be really short. So this is after just diffusing a little bit, probably about 5 minutes maybe, because like I said, it was pretty dry. I love how I feel like my hair looks horrible on camera, but you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, it looks pretty good. So I don't know why that's a difference, other than maybe the fact that you can see yourself. So I don't know. But to diffuse it, I just thought I'd talk about, you want to puddle your hair up into it, right? And let the little prongs on there kind of do the work for you, right? So it's really gently scrunching your hair as you're drying it, and it'll really make the hair want to spring up more. And I think part of it's because you're speeding up that your product working. It's wanting to tighten faster, whether as it tightens the curl. So you can see it's a lot more curly than what it was. I haven't like scrunched it till it's soft because it's really still not quite dry. But you can just keep scrunching it until it's soft. One day I was off and did like the whole process up until I didn't diffuse it, dry it at all. I just let it completely air dry. And I just left it that way all day. So what they call that after you put your gel in, they call that air drying part making the curl cast, right? So that's setting your hair without the use of rollers is really what's happening. And I did notice, I think I did it for a week and a half before I blow dried my hair again. And I noticed that the second time I did it, my hair responded more. So I think the less you straighten or blow dry, the more your waves are gonna pop. And the more your hair is gonna train itself to be as wavy or curly as it can be. I think all of these things, they're the same techniques whether you have really naturally curly hair that's, you know, the ringlets that we all love, or whether you just kind of have medium wavy hair like I do. So the other thing I had to rub my nose. The other thing I was going to show you was the other way that they say to put fullness in. Since you're not going to be brushing this out, right? You just want to go through, and basically what you're doing is you're using your fingers to just lightly tease the area of your hair at the scalp. So you're kind of teasing those roots. See how it gets fuller and fuller looking. My hair has hardly any curl from behind my ears back. It's just barely wavy back there, really. And then to get the bottom, you want to go ahead, because you're wanting to touch the curls themselves, I guess you should say, as little as possible, and just getting the roots. So to get that crown, you almost have to flip your hair upside down. Okay, so then you would go through and arrange it however you want. But the less you touch it, the less you're going to break up those curls and the less frizz you're going to have. I also found that once I got it where I wanted it, and had the curls looking like I want them to. Some people go through with one of the barrel curlers or whatever and fix some of the curls. Like if I really wanted this to make better ringlets and curl better, then that's what I would do. And like this, I'll probably do something with that. I don't like it the way it did today, so I'll do something with that. But all in all, it's way less heat than what I would normally use. So it's gonna be a lot gentler for my hair as it grows out. And hopefully as it grows out, it will continue to curl some, not just completely weigh itself down. But one thing I did do, after I had it kind of the way I wanted it, the second week I did it, I went ahead and like sprayed it so that it set the curl again the way I wanted it. Because some of it wants to go whatever direction it wants and do things that it wants to do. And so if you spray it and then let that diffuse again or whatever you're doing to get it to set again, because you want that hairspray that you've used to be pretty high hold also. And that way you can get rid of a lot of your frizz. Like some of this, I can't really see what I'm doing, but you could take that and some people can do this. It does not work for me to like wind it around your finger and make it want to make a better curl. Mine does, thinks that's funny. So, but that is one thing some people do. And like this, I think I could probably get a little bit better. I have gotten a better deal in front by doing that ringlet thing with your finger, but my hair just thinks that's silly. It doesn't really respond to it. But when I got it where I wanted it, sprayed it, and then set that hairspray really hard. I think I diffused it because I was going to work and it was like third day hair. Then I scrunched it back out so it wasn't crunchy. But it is a really good thing for washing your hair less often. I think because of all the products in there, your hair doesn't, and with using your waves or your curls, you're hiding a lot of that oil, your natural oils that slowly work their way down the hair shaft as you get 2 or 3 days, 3 and 4 days out from actually washing your hair. I think that doing this, you could probably go a whole week and not wash your hair at all, and not even co-wash. Because when you take your shower, you're just gonna pin it all up away so it doesn't get wet, or if it's long enough, put it in a ponytail, whatever. And then when you take it down, this is something I use. This is mostly water. It started out as the hair melt. It's a hair refreshing spray, not a dry shampoo. I do have some of those, but I don't like the residue they leave. So anyway, this is what I use. So it was, since this has become over half water, it really reactivated. Oh, also I did put a couple of 3 or 4 pumps of one of these in it, one of the curl creams. So after I would get ready, then I would kind of just wet my hair down a little bit, diffuse it again a little, and it was good to go. So in the initial act of getting it to do it, it's kind of time consuming. It doesn't really save any time at all. If that's what you're thinking, you're hoping to do, it really doesn't. But I think in the long run, over the course of the week, it probably does save some time. And then probably the longer that you did it, the more you'd know what works and what doesn't for you, and that would speed it up a lot too. So I hope that if you're somebody that, like me, that was looking at the internet and was curious about different things to do and kind of stumbled upon getting wavy hair to do something, because the naturally curly hair, I think they have a different set of problems, right, than just wavy hair that you're trying to get the most curl from. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope maybe if nothing else, you're like, okay, this Cantu brand, it's not bad, she said. I'll try some of that. $5, what I got to lose, right? So anyway, have a great day, and I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.